Good morning. This is News Headlines, live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Teyosi Adeshino. The headlines. Ndume Fumes over renovation of Senate chamber. Impeach Fubara now, Rivers APC urges 27 assembly members. Flood washes away Lagos community bridge, businesses grounded. Now the news in details. The Senate Chief Whip, Ali Ndume, has criticized the renovation work done in the chamber, describing it as a poor job. Ndume spoke in an interview with Channels Television's Politics Today on Tuesday. Under Order 42 of the Senate Standing Rules, Ndume described the chamber as a conference hall. The lawmaker said the chamber is fraught with inadequacies such as poor sound system, evident in the echoes, poor seating arrangement, lack of provision of voting devices, amongst others. He said, since day one, precisely last week Tuesday, when we moved into this chamber that's supposed to have been renovated, there have been complaints here and there. Reacting to Ndume's argument, the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, however, explained that complaints on seating arrangements among senators have been sorted out 99.9%. Akpabio said the contract for the renovation work was not done by the 10th National Assembly. The political crisis rocking Rivers State is gradually creeping to a tipping point as the state chapter of the All Progressive Congress, APC, has issued a standing order to the 27 APC members in the House of Assembly to immediately commence an impeachment process on Governor Siminalayi Fubara. In another development, despite the political crisis in the state, Governor Fubara is set to commission a series of massive projects in the state to mark his first anniversary as governor of the state. APC said the impeachment process was necessary given the governor's blatant refusal to honor the peace agreement initiated by President Bola Tinubu between Fubara and the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, some months ago, and his recent declaration of the lawmaker's seat vacant. Recall that on Monday, Fubara had declared for the first time since the commencement of the crisis that the APC lawmakers do not exist in the eyes of the law. In his reaction, the caretaker committee chairman of the Rivers State APC, Chief Tony Okocha, who addressed newsmen in Port Harcourt, said the statement of the governor was tantamount to rewriting the Constitution of Nigeria. He said he has rewritten the books. Elementary politics taught us there are three organs of government and their roles, and goes further to talk about the separation of powers and checks and balances. What the governor was implying clearly is that it is really Rivers State without laws, that Rivers State runs an executive arm and judiciary, so what that implies is simply absurdity. You cannot see the tendencies of a dictator. As an opposition party in Rivers State, we will not keep quiet, we will shout. Regrettably, the governor has taken up to this point, and we will not take it, he stated. Following the collapse of the Amje Estaport Community Bridge in the Agbado-Okiodo area of Lagos State on May 6, 2024, due to flooding, businesses in the community have become grounded, and residents are currently battling to find an alternative route to access the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway. The bridge, which had shown signs of distress in the past before it finally collapsed, just minutes after the rain started on Monday, is located at Olakunle Ojo Street, very close to Awotula Close. Awotula Close is like a connecting point for all the waters from Kola, Moshalase, and Abukon areas, leading the entire area to be submerged by flooding during downpours. The residents beseeched the state governor to intervene immediately on the bridge, saying it was difficult for them to leave their homes whenever it rained. Also because the bridge was the only means for locals to access the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, a resident and business owner in the neighborhood who goes by the name Ajola bemoaned the fact that after the bridge collapsed, people could no longer access other towns to meet their needs. Also because the bridge was the only means for locals to access the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, a resident and business owner in the neighborhood who goes by the name Ajola bemoaned the fact that after the bridge collapsed, people could no longer access other towns to meet their needs. Presently, there is no alternative. People are just finding their ways to navigate through the damaged bridge. Some people will even take a longer route to connect to the major highways. This is the only accessible road to many communities within the area. The bridge is very important, Adjala said. Before the news comes to an end, listen to the headlines once again. Ndume Fumes over renovation of Senate chamber. Impeach Fubara now, Rivers APC urges 27 assembly members. Flood washes away Lagos community bridge, businesses grounded. Thank you for listening. I remain Teyosi Adeshino.